Hello, this is old. Oh, wait a minute. Just a minute. That wrong video. Hang on a second. I'll change it here. There. There we go. Yeah, I know that's what you were thinking. You're thinking that my grandson got an e-bike for Christmas. A 10-year-old boy. Well, an e-bike is a thing of the past. No, he got a dirt bike for Christmas. And as it turns out, Grandpa was the only one with a vehicle fast enough to keep up with him on that thing, riding my electric XP e-trike with a maximum speed of 13.5 miles an hour. Actually, the truth is that I was available and he needed somebody to get him out there and go for a ride. As you can tell, this is like early morning. It's kind of cold, but so here we go, and you're going to notice he's doing a lot. If you ride bikes, he does a lot of things on this first dirt bike ride that kind of show you that it's his first one, which is a blessing to his grandpa. All right, so what he wanted to do was he wanted to go to the place where he turned around to look at me and almost dumped it. He wanted to go to the place where he picks up empty cartridge shells from where they do target practice. So that's where we're headed this morning. And we've been there. He's been there a couple of times now. He likes to get out there. So that's where we're going. And he's telling his grandpa something. I don't remember what it was. So we're on our way finally here. And I'll tell you a couple of stories. My son, when he was 10 years old or somewhere around there, I had Harleys and he wanted a motorcycle. And of course we didn't have a big budget, but I decided, okay, I'll make him one. So I lengthened the frame of a Schwinn bicycle and put a lawnmower engine in it. I put original Harley Davidson handlebars on it. I put where the foot pegs would be. I put those pads that they use on the big Harleys. I put saddlebags on it. Gave it a centrifugal force clutch, and he was having all kinds of fun riding that until he went dirt bike riding with some of his friends. And then all of a sudden, Dad's motorcycle was not quite what he wanted anymore. So as we come in here, I almost turned in front of him. He just kind of skimmed by me on the right. He didn't remember, I think, that we needed to turn here. So that was a kind of a close call. Well, so anyway, so then as time went by, where I had been, when I went by this field every once in a while, it's an old grassy field, and there was this old motorcycle laying out in the middle of it. And it turned out to be a Honda 150. And so I went. My wife's in here with me, which is a blessing to my heart. Anyway, so I asked the guy if he wanted it, and he didn't want it. So I took it home, and we worked on it together until the last day when it was ready to ride, and it was pouring down rain, and he was sick. But anyway, eventually he got to ride a real motorcycle, and he went riding with his friends, but still wasn't a dirt bike. But anyway, eventually he got dirt bikes. I'm telling him right there, if you want to go ahead of me, because you know where it is, you can just go ahead and shoot on up there, and I'll catch up with you. But, of course, that's not what he did. He wanted to stop and wait for Grandpa every once in a while. So, anyway, so that's how my son got his motorcycles. And so, but as he got older, he got into bikes and stuff. So, all right. Now, how did my grandson get his first dirt bike? Let me tell you that. They're going to stop again here. Oh, I think I know where we are. Yeah, as it turns out, we stopped right here, which is adjacent to the trees, as you can see behind us, where he goes to collect the empty shell casings. And as we look around, and I'm looking at how far it is to go, and sure enough, there it is right over there. So anyway, so his dad has an automotive repair shop in his backyard. If you've been following my channel, you already know that. And so this guy brought in three dirt bikes for my son to tune up and to get ready for the next season and repair and so forth. And so my son bought that dirt bike from the guy and fixed it up and got it ready and gave it to my grandson for Christmas. And he should have been in the room when they wheeled it in. My grandson looked at it. He looked at his dad, ran across the room with tear-filled eyes, and gave his dad a great big old hug. There were some other tear-filled eyes in the room that day also. So he had a pretty good Christmas. And, of course, we all know what Christmas is all about, but it was one of the nicest gifts. He'll probably remember that forever. I won't forget it very soon. And then here he stops because he wants to make sure I'm aware of the barbed wire laying out in the road. And so we're almost to where we're headed, though. And by the way, in my last video where I showed you how to mount a 360 camera to your e-bike, and I also pointed out that I shortened the rod that holds the camera because after you hit a bump, the rod was bouncing back and forth and bouncing back and forth. And I go on dirt roads a lot. As you can see, I just went over a bump there. And so I'm going to put a comparison here, and you can see what a difference it makes. Because after you hit the bump, the one on the left is with the longer rod, and after you hit the bump, then it bobs around a lot. But the one on the right is a shorter rod, and you'll notice I'm bouncing, but my head's staying in one place, whereas on the left side, I'm bouncing all over. The picture's bouncing me all over the place. Anyway, I thought I'd show you that because I made that video, and there is a difference. It did make a difference on how the video came out. And there's my grandson up there, way up ahead of me. He's anxious to get there. And it was a fun ride. In fact, since then, he and his dad have gone on some dirt bike paths. And yesterday they did 21.5-mile dirt bike ride. So they're having a lot of fun. And it's fun for Grandpa. He's making good memories. And I think they're decent videos. I hope you're enjoying watching it. I want to thank you for watching my videos as we get to our location. And God bless.